We're down under this extremely high-tech house here, with the exception of the fact that this overhang underneath the kitchen has a rim joist where the gaps are not sealed, which is right there. And what that caused was, besides the insulation not really working that well in this application, was there's something called a stack effect in the house, and that's where warm air rises. This was the only place for that air to come in, was in those cracks. And it actually pulled air, cold air, into the house 6 feet in, going into the ceiling. The inside kitchen floor above at one spot was 36 degrees, and the walls on an infrared camera, where blue shows cold and red shows hot, were blue coming out from this wall inside the house, 6 feet out on the ceiling and 6 feet down the walls. So what we've decided to do is use rigid spray foam, and we'll start out back in those cavities over the wall and spray foam to fill those cracks, and then completely fill this overhang up with spray foam up in between the rafters. And we're actually going to spray and wrap that spray foam over these steel beams, because the steel actually transfers heat and cold quite a bit. And so we'll eliminate that cold spot coming up through the floor. And it's getting a little darker over here, but you can see above the blue foam on the walls how there's a gap above the blue foam. And what we noted when we were inside the house with the infrared camera is, right between the wall and the ceiling in the house, there was also obviously some cold coming in at that point, with that blue streak on the infrared camera showing cold. Out west, I spray foam. It's always important to seal up all the cracks in the house, rim joists, attics, maybe 1 inch in the walls. But you need to pay attention when you build a house and make sure you do those kind of things. Otherwise, we have to come back and fix it.
Do you expect this spray foam that we put in, because of the air infiltration, to take care of the problem?
Oh yeah, most definitely. 100%.
Well, I appreciate you doing a great job.
Well, I'm going to try to show the finished product. It is kind of dark. What you're seeing is spray foam sealing all the way along where the deck comes out and meets the exterior wall. The pink or the blue foam didn't come all the way up to the top. There was a little gap and just a little bit of a cold strip inside the house, right where that ceiling met the wall. So we negotiated with Intermountain West to go ahead and seal that. We went ahead and sealed the beams out past where the floor is so that cold wouldn't be transferred. And as you can see, we opted to completely encapsulate the beam and the underside of the floor with the spray foam to make sure that we didn't have any heat and cold transfer. This should relieve the problem that they had with the cold floor. I don't know what else you could do, but it looks really nice and I expect a good result.